All right, guys, what's up? We're back with not round 15. We just finished round 15. Top 8, we have Jose Marrero, Golisopod ZoroarkGolisopod versus Kid Stark with Zorark Lycanroc. I actually think so. I think the way the meta is developed, I actually really like Golisopod ZoroarkGolisopod heading into this tournament. But with how aggressive other Zorark decks got, I think it's definitely unfavored. The one Zorark deck that I think it can keep up with is actually Zorark Lycanroc for the most part. It's hard for this deck to keep up with the Lawn Zorark and like the quad egg version of Zorark's, the Golisopod deck. But the one deck I do think it can keep up with is actually Zorark Lycanroc. Zorark Lycanroc isn't as aggressive, isn't as fast. Doesn't play for one shots with Zorark as frequently. I feel like. Once again, it has okay, and I've talked about this before, and I'm gonna talk about it again. Well, let me see if Kid has anything else out of hand. If he has another Zorua, show me another Zorua, please. No. Okay, so I've talked about this so many times throughout me VOD reviewing Dallas, and I'll talk about it again. Get 3 Zorua. 3 Zorua is so good. It can only set you up to draw more cards to get more stuff to then, like, if Jose's turn, like if Kid is afraid of him losing his only Rockruff to DC, like this is the God Star right here. It's actually the Bridget into the fighting, raw Bridget into fighting energy on Rockruff. So he's got the God Star right now. This just doesn't get better than this for Kid. The only way I think he can make it better is actually Zorua here over this second Rockruff. If Jose commits his whole turn to Lele for Guzma for DCE kills, you're fine with that. Like, Jose put himself so far behind doing that you don't care if he kills your only Rockruff in play. You then just go 2-shot that Lele, because that Lele is never going to get Ace Rolled or Max Potion probably, because then Jose on his next turn probably has to go find a Bridget to have any hope of keeping up with the rest of the game. So get more Zoruas, always more Zoruas. I'm also not a huge fan of this Grimer bench yet. It doesn't really do anything in this matchup, or it does. It does. It shuts out the Sudowoodo, but I almost would have liked to have seen him. Maybe it's right to bench it. I almost would have liked to have seen him hold it and leave the spot open just in case he needs to put down a Lele or something. I don't know. Maybe it's fine to bench it. Cause I guess if Jose goes for, Bridget here and he gets Sudowoodo, that's kind of annoying. Yeah, I guess it's probably fine to put Grimer down though. You want to be able to, you want to have the option to deal with the opponent's Sudowoodo or whatever. But yeah, I think this should definitely be a Zorua here. More trades, the better. Also, I think Kid plays stand-in or foul play. I'm not sure which one. I don't think he plays both. I think he plays one of them. So once again, giving yourself also that option is very nice. Foul play not as much, but stand-in can be nice. For the mobility, or if Jose is ever to fill up his bench. That's another thing though, is Kid didn't take his own Sudowoodo, which can be a big deal. And I know Jose actually plays a Tech 1 of Skyfield himself. So I don't know if Kid knows that, but that could definitely come up later with him not knowing about it. We see this is like pretty much the godlike turn 1 from Jose, the grass energy on the Wimpod. Once again from Jose though, I almost feel like I would want to see 3 Zorua as well over this Wimpod. I don't know if he plays foul play. If he doesn't play foul play, I guess not, because you need a way to answer this Lycanroc. This Lycanroc most likely isn't attacking this turn though. That's something to remember though. It's probably not attacking this turn, this Lycanroc. Yeah, gets this. It's fine. The rest of his hand is good. We could actually see him promote the Wimpod and just go right into Armor Press if he wanted to, because Lycanroc wouldn't be able to kill it. He'd be threatening 2-shot on the Zorark. We'll see. He goes with Zorua though. That's fine in the end. We do see the other Zorua finally come out from Kid. Still, I would have liked to have seen the second Zorua here, and then this becomes a Rockruff if you need another Rockruff. So Kid's looking for, or Jose looking for, he needs some more basic Pokemon because he needs to threaten a 2-shot on this. He's not threatening. A Choice Band would be ideal. But if not, he should go. I think he needs to go find another Zorua. Seeing as he definitely has Ultra Ball, or find Coco. Coco would also be pretty good here. Because if his Wimpods get chased, he needs a way to like free retreat into the other Wimpod. Or into Golisopod. So goes with the Zorua. I guess this has DC now, so if he ever commits to killing this Wimpod, he can send up something like this Zorua now, retreat it to Golisopod. He's probably just going to go beating for 80 here. And then Kid. This There's a couple things. Kid ideally wants to kill this Wimpod this turn. Because Lycanroc can just take over the game when there's no counter threat from Jose. He can also just be content with chilling for a while and trading back and forth with Zoroarks. If his Rock-Offs don't get pressure, whenever a Golisopod finally does come up, he can just one-shot it with a Lycanroc. So we'll see how he tackles it. Oh, he might just be going for the one-shot this turn on this Zoroark. That would be very good. Because then once again, this Lycanroc can answer the Golisopod. There's an Ultra Ball. I would almost expect maybe even Wonder Tag for Bridget here. Use the second Bridget. We'll see what he has. So he played the 2 Grimer, going for second Grimer. Thinking about attaching Floatstone, DCE. Okay. Yeah, I would just hold it. Yeah, I would just hold the DCE there. You don't know what you want to attack with for sure next turn. The only energy I would probably attach this turn is if I find the other fighting energy, I would attach it to the other Rockruff. Okay, and he should be able to find the knockout here. He needs 2 more basic Pokemon. I saw the Egg in hand and an Ultra Ball. So, yeah, he has it if he wants it. Ultra Ball, Field Blower, Egg. Oh, he's going for the Muck. Okay, then he has Egg, and it looks like another Zorua in hand. Okay, I like this. It's good. Another one. Propagate Trade. Another one. Propagate Trade. Actually, did that come down this turn? No. Yeah, he killed the Zorua. No. That was last turn. Yeah, so there's no reason for him to not take the knockout on his active Zoroark, especially when he has threat with the Lycanroc to probably one-shot the Golisopod. But I don't know if it will one-shot the Golisopod, actually, because Jose can could just limit his bench. But if Jose doesn't kill this, Jose ideally I think has to armor press with a choice band here. I don't know what he has in his hand, so what his options are. So it looks like he is going for that. He could also GX attack kill it, which is fine actually if he keeps himself at a small bench. So we see the end. So the ideal draw here is Golisopod DCE choice band, I think. DCE Golisopod I think is also fine. You can just do the GX attack and just GX back. He also needs to find his Sudowoodo. Finding Sudowoodo is pretty big. Oh, no, it's not relevant anymore because he has Muck. Never mind. Sudowoodo does nothing at this point. Sorry. So he can GX attack if he wants to. He probably sacrifices Wimpod. I don't see you sacrificing anything else. He still has a trade. Maybe he can still find the choice band. I think ideally you want to armor press and protect the Wimpod. Okay, there it is. So I expect the armor press here. Yep. So for Kid, this actually makes it really awkward for Kid because he has no way to deal with this situation reasonably. So he kind of just has to attack with Zoroark into this, which is fine, I guess. This gives Jose a turn to a chance to get another Golisopod and then Acerola first impression, and he can do that if he can do that for a little while, he should be fine actually. Could also see Kid just go chase and kill this Zoroark. Now that he has stand-in, he could actually go stand and kill this Wimpod. Actually, I think I would like to see that more than anything. Would be stand and kill the Wimpod with this stand-in Zoroark, and then use Lycanroc or a full bench to kill this Zoroark to close out the game. You don't really want to put. I wouldn't want to put. I'm putting a Zoroark in GX in this situation isn't that big of a deal. We see him bench Lele, Colress. Yeah, so I want to see. Oh, so I guess he can't do this. He can still do evolve this guy to Lycanroc. Stand and knockout. I wouldn't evolve this one to Lycanroc though. Depending on his situation with his deck. He definitely has puzzles left though, so he has ways to get the Lycanroc back. So yeah, I see the Ultra Ball. So I want to see DCE here, kill this Wimpod, I think, and then next turn look for this Lycanroc to kill this Zoroark. Alternatively, he could go kill this Zoroark with a Lycanroc, I guess. We do see the Lycanroc coming out. He's going for the Lycanroc. Yeah. So we'll see what he does. I want to see it kill. I want to see this Zoroark kill the Wimpod, and I also want to see. I do not want to see this Lycanroc evolve. I want to see this Lycanroc evolve, meaning Jose has to choose between like Guzma killing this Lycanroc this Rockruff with one fighting energy or this Lycanroc. So he's just going for the Zoroark chase. So this allows him to evolve this Wimpod to a Golisopod now, and then have 2 Golisopods. And this 100% kills this, and he loses a lot for this dying. He doesn't put his opponent on odd prizes. He loses all of his energy in play. So once again, I would have liked to have seen stand in this Rockruff evolve, bring up the Wimpod, kill the Wimpod. And then this Zoroark is just sitting there ready to die at pretty much any point for the last 2 prizes. And pretty much if Jose chases this, like Kid's hand is so big for that Colress. If Jose chases this Lycanroc for the turn with this Golisopod, Kid should be able to close out the game. Yeah. So I'm not a huge fan of this play, but I think it's you're so far ahead, it should be fine. But I think the cleaner play would have been to kill the Wimpod for the turn. Jose definitely looking to end to 1 and armor press though, and he needs to find another Golisopod. Start has definitely not been great from Jose though. Yeah, so he can get the Golisopod, no problem. There he goes, Ultra Ball, E-Hammer, Zoroark. E-Hammer's not going to do much here, might do much stuff later, but I assume the rest of his hand is better resources. Via Seeker, no reason for it not to be N. Actually, at this point, well, he knows he can't lose next turn. So if he actually had access to a Colress here, I would have liked to have seen a Colress happen. The chance of Kid not at least attacking you with a Zoroark next turn is so low that I would have liked to have seen a Colress there, actually, I think. Yeah, I would have liked to have seen a Colress. Because you can actually set up the win in 2 turns. You can armor press here, and then you can GX kill this Lele. You can actually win in 2 turns here with from Jose. And that's also what Kid allowed you to set this up, too, because he didn't go kill this Wimpod. Once again, I really think Kid should have killed this Wimpod. I really think Kid should have killed this Wimpod and evolved this Lycanroc, because it's such a safer play, and I don't think it makes it any harder for you to win the game. Jose can never Guzma this Lycanroc for the turn. He always pretty much has to armor press kill this stand-in Zoroark. If this stand-in Zoroark comes up and kills this Wimpod, and then there's just the 2 free prizes for up the Zoroark sitting on the bench. This is never 2 free prizes because it can armor press, so it's like way harder to kill. Even to kill this one that didn't armor press, you need DCE, Choice Band, Guzma, or I guess Lycanroc you need way more. But the Zoroark is a little bit easier to kill. For this guy, he'd have the fighting energy. You just need the Lycanroc and the DCE. Yeah, and then actually from Jose here, once he's in this position, I actually almost feel like I want him to go for a... no, but I guess then he has so many cards in hand from Kid that he could probably just kill this. No, I guess the N is still right. The N is still right from Jose. But still, I would have... On Kid's side, I would like to see the stand-in knockout for sure. On the Wimpod. Jose draws 4. Once again, it puts you in the situation where you get N to 1. You never want to try and... You always want to avoid trying to get N to 1. So we'll see the armor press for the knockout. I have no idea why he wouldn't. Yeah, armor press knockout. Kid sends up Zoroark, draw. I think the ideal attachment this turn. Man, there's actually nothing ideal. Ideally, he just gets a DCE, actually. That's the only thing that's really ideal for the situation, just getting a DCE. He just needs to pressure this Golisopod at this point now. There is the potential for Jose to just have game next turn too. Once again, like if he had done the stand-in play, Jose would always be 2 turns away from game following his turn because he'd be putting himself on odd. He'd be put on odd prizes. I see the fighting energy. I assume that just has to come down here if he has nothing else. Stretch for Lycanroc. Whoa. Whoa. Is he killing it this turn, actually? Maybe he's killing it. Okay, maybe he has a kill. Maybe he has a kill. Maybe he has a kill. Well, he just went through his deck again, so it makes me think he doesn't have kill. Oh, he Colress. Okay, okay. He has kill. He has kill. He should have kill then. What does he need? DCE Choice Band. Yeah. I have a hard time believing he wouldn't have kill there. I mean, this makes it way easier for Jose to just have Guzma, obviously, and kill either of these now. So I hope Kid has game here. So I almost looking at that situation. Oh, he might just have it. Looking at that situation, I would have maybe just Colressed first and left this active. Because it makes Jose need. He doesn't need just Guzma. He needs Guzma and a way to retreat something off his bench. So I think I would have Colressed first. And if I'm hitting all the other stuff anyways, I also need to hit the. I'll just hit the Lycanroc as well. Okay, and he does whiff. Okay, wow. Okay. So I really don't like this play, yeah. So I would have Colressed first. I would have evolved the Lycanroc to bring up this. Because this makes it so easy. Jose just needs a Guzma now. And he kills either of these. I would Colress first, and it's like, if I hit everything, I hit everything. But if I hit nothing, I don't give him an easier chance out of the game. Treats the Bunnelby. Makes sense. Pass. All right, so Jose just needs Guzma here. He's got a pretty big hand, too. I can't imagine Jose wouldn't have it, but I'm thinking about it. I think this game was a 2-0 for Kid. So it's actually very unfortunate that Jose just does not have a way to get Guzma here. There's so many outs for him to get Guzma. Wait, double puzzle. So he should have... You should have Guzma here, then. Wait. This should be game. Wait, what is he doing? Am I missing something? Oh, he's got Muck. Okay, he has Muck. That stops Lele from using abilities. I was like spacing out. I was like, wait, he can just go get Ultra Ball for Lele. No. This makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. I was like, all right, yeah, that makes sense. All right. That's fine then. I was like, hold on. You just go Ultra Ball for Lele. But yeah, he got Muck. I forgot about Muck there. All right, yeah. So it's just a shame he would have had a Guzma Raw in hand. Okay, that's fine. An Armor Press, Knockout. Would have been nice if he'd been able to actually Armor Press with the active Golisopod. That would have been super nice if he had another Grass Energy in hand. And just Armor Press with the active one. But he's going to have to retreat it and Armor Press with the other one. So Kid now needs Guzma, Basic Pokemon, DCE, Choice Band, close the game on the bench Golisopod. He would actually be content with just getting DCE this turn and killing the Golisopod. Thinking about it, trade away a Choice Band. So I guess he's just trying to find DCE at this point. I completely forgot about Muck on Jose's turn, though, yeah. I don't know. I always forget about Muck for some reason. I was like, Jose just has game. But, yeah, Muck is definitely a good card. Double puzzle. DCE. Thinking. Looking at puzzle. Okay. So you have another 2 puzzles. See, you're gonna go with gets it. So he probably doesn't have. He definitely doesn't have game for turn. Gets rid of Jose's whole hand. So that's interesting. Jose actually had a. Oh, he maybe got the Flowstone off the prizes. So yeah, there's no way Jose can win next turn. I don't think. Yeah, there's no way. He just has to GX. Okay. 150. And now all Kid needs is Guzma or DCE Choice Band. And there's the Guzma. Okay, so that's a knockout. All right, going to game 2. Jose's starting. He's just going to want to look to get aggressive. Either killing Muck. He can kill Rockruffs. He can kill Zoruas. He's going first. So he's like looking like turn 2 Guzma kill something is like the ideal plan here from Jose. After like a turn 1 Bridget, he opens Zorua, which is pretty much the ideal starter, and that is not the ideal turn 1 with the N from Jose. So this actually sets, unless he draws a bunch of basics in the mirror match, this is basically you going second in Zoroark mirror match for the most part. Not quite. You can still get the first attack off in the first kill, but Not having like a bunch of trades early on and stuff. It doesn't matter if he really gets the first kill. If you're not getting as many trades off early, and he even has to puzzle for 3. I don't know why he puzzled for 3. Maybe he really wants to be aggressive, but he has a Bridget in hand, so he could just follow up Bridget after this, and get like Sudowoodo Zorua or Sudowoodo Zorua Wimpod. So I'm not a big fan of that puzzle, because I think you have to Bridget there no matter what. That suggests to me that he's trying to be aggressive and he wants to play a supporter that is not Bridget next turn, and he wants to try and just like get Zoroark out, get DC, and start actually attacking and drawing the prize with the Zoroark on this, which I guess is fine. So we see the Bridget here, 1 Zorua, Grimer, Rockruff. I don't think I'm a big fan of this. I think I would have gone Zorua, Rockruff. Zorua? We'll see if he has anything else in hand. I see an Ultra Ball. Okay, he's got another Zorua. That's fine then, yeah. Commits to DC to Rockruff. He wants that threat, that pressure. I like that. Spot top deck. Is that going to be Lele for Guzma on the Rockruff? I'm curious. Lele, Sycamore. Okay. That's probably a little bit better. Ideally from Jose, he gets the knockout here and gets another Wimpod, just in case Kid gets the Fighting Energy Lycanroc. I guess it wouldn't even kill Golisopod immediately. He can just, so Jose just needs to limit his bench and get the KO on this Zorua. Because there's probably no way his Golisopod dies here. Well, the E-Hammer is very nice. Ooh, E-Hammer is super nice there. Oh, and he's going to get off the first impression. And another Wimpod and Grass. This is actually super nice from Jose. More Zoroarks would be nice, I guess. Especially with the E-Hammer, because that means there's no threat of the Lycanroc next turn. So Kid pretty much has to go for a Zoroark to attack with this turn. So we see Zoroark. There's 2 puzzle in hand, so I can't imagine the double puzzle is not coming down for Zorua DCE. The one thing that could happen, be very unfortunate for Jose this turn actually, is if his Golisopod gets one shot. Then there is the potential for that. I see the Choice Band in hand. I see a Shaman too. So you can go bench Zorua, Shaman setup. He might go chase his Wimpod though, right off the bat. I was going for Lele. Okay, so Lele, I assume for Colress. Yeah, there's the Colress. I know he has Shaman in hand. I don't know if he got rid of Zorua or Shaman, so he has Zorua or Shaman in hand. So yeah, I like the Shaman. He's just going to go for the one shot here. He's going to dig really hard and try and get the one shot, which I think is a fine way to go about this turn for sure. He's Lycanroc in hand, so now he can once again decide if he wants to just go Lycanroc, kill this. He has double puzzle, so he could get the communication back and then go set up another Zoroark. But I like holding the second set of puzzles just for what you might need down the road. Getting the one shot isn't super important to taking over the game here. It's just very nice if you do get it. And I think he's pretty close. He's got Skyfield, Ultra Ball, and another basic. Something closer than not. We'll see. There's the Grimer. He needs 2 more basics. There's an Ultra Ball. It doesn't look like he has it in hand currently. I don't know if he plays 2 Shaman or 1. Second, if you play 2 Shaman, you get Shaman here. It's going to give you the best odds of trying to draw the one shot. And you just go for the one shot here. Golisopod's like the main threat in this matchup. Setup 3, 4, 5. We'll see. I think he has Stretcher in hand. I'm not sure though. He's 1 more. Yeah. So the main thing you want to, the main point this deck tries to make is to pressure the Golisopod Wimpod. So getting this one shot is really big here. Oh, and he whiffs. Okay. So actually, I don't know if he had access to Lycanroc there, but I almost wouldn't have hated seeing Lycanroc come down to kill this Wimpod then, if he has that. And then go for the one shot on this later. Pressuring at this now though, like if Jose gets Sudowoodo here, you're gonna lose a lot of bench Pokemon. Even if you get the Muck out next turn, you're gonna lose a lot of bench Pokemon initially. So we see a trade actually from Jose. He traded away the Sycamore he via Seeker for. And then he's gonna via Seeker for Acerola. I like it. Acerola's up. The Golisopod. I assume he's probably just gonna be attacking with Golisopod again. Ooh, and another Enhanced Hammer. Gonna set Kid back another turn. So Kid once again can't set up the Lycanroc anytime soon. I don't even know if Kid. I assume Kid plays probably one Acerola himself. Maybe not. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't. So he trades first, but I see a Chorus in hand. What's his move this turn? So Kid just needs to one-shot this Golisopod, or use Lycanroc and have the option to one-shot anything. Acerola here, he could Acerola here, but I think just one-shotting the Golisopod. If you get the one-shot and the Acerola, I guess that's better, so maybe the trade first is better. I don't know if he actually plays Acerola, though. If he doesn't play Acerola, I would have definitely just liked to have seen the Chorus first. Use the draw supporter before you trade and then trade after. If he plays Acerola, then I guess I'm fine with the trade first. Because you could get the Acerola plus the one-shot in the turn, although that is quite a bit. And then there's the Chorus. So once again, if he doesn't, I don't know if he plays Acerola. If he does not play Acerola, actually I can go look at the list. I'm going to go look at the list right now, middle of the video. And I'm going to figure out if he plays Acerola or not. Let's see, this was Dallas Regionals and Kid Stark. Okay, no Acerola. He does not play Acerola, according to this list. So with him not playing Acerola, I don't like the trade before the Chorus. You should just Chorus first. There's nothing you're looking for then. Once again, I'm just going to check and confirm. Yeah, no Acerola. I do not like the trade before the Chorus. You want to the way trade works to like be OP is you get to build a hand that is like very selective of what you want and what you need for the rest of the game. So there's no reason to trade before you play a draw supporter. In this situation, you got another Zoroark out of it, but you don't know you're going to get that. You want to build a massive hand or a hand ideally made up to win the game. So if you trade first and trade into more cards and then Chorus them away, Chorusing for the same amount of cards you would have gotten if you had just Chorused initially, it doesn't actually make any sense to not Chorus first and then trade. So he 100% should have Chorused first and then looked at trading after. But now we see the Chorus after the trades, which is once again just not ideal. Gets a DCE. I think he's still missing a basic Pokemon. Or that might be computer search, actually, I think I saw. So he should be able to get it. And finally kill this Golisopod. Oh, Rockruff. That works. The Muck comes down. Yeah, he doesn't want to lose a bunch of bench Pokemon to Sudowoodo. Also limits Jose's options from using like a Lele or something on his turn. Gets a knockout. Jose will be able to get the Respond knockout on this, though, which is really nice for Jose. Ideally, he does it with DCE Lele, actually. Or DCE Choice Band. He doesn't want to give up the Wimpod yet if he doesn't have to. Getsis. Looks like 3. Not a great Getsis. I actually don't think Getsis is that strong in Zoroark Mirror, especially after Kid's already played 2 Puzzle. I don't know if Jose had another option, but I would have liked to have seen something else besides the Getsis. What I do like about the play from Jose, though, is he Getsis before he started trading, though. I think that's important to take note of. Like, use your draw supporter first. If you know you're playing one, and then trade. In this situation, though, I would like to have seen him maybe present more options besides the Getsis. So this situation is different. You're not like locked into playing Getsis for the turn, whereas Kid was pretty much locked into playing Chorus for his turn as his supporter. So there's no point to trade before you Chorus. For Jose, Getsis is like okay. Like once again, I don't think Getsis is that good in Zoroark Mirror matches. The more I've played them, I find like usually, especially after they play down 2 Puzzle, they don't have that many items, and then on top of that, important items they usually you're taking out extra Ultra Balls or something out of their hand. What do you get? Computer Search, Choice Band, something. So in this situation, I think I would have liked Jose to trade first and then look for other supporter options for the turn. Instead, he did go with the Getsis first, which is okay. But I think I would have liked to have traded first and then decide if I wanted to play Getsis. Because once again, I don't think Getsis is like for sure going to be that impactful when you do it immediately. So we see Ultra Ball, away Grass Energy. So he doesn't have DCE, so he has to commit to using Golisopod, which is unfortunate. You don't want to put Golisopod in a situation where it's going to get damage and so on. Another Zero is very nice from him. All right, Field Blower, also very nice. Kid needs to discard Pokemon of his size. Probably going to be Shaman Lele. I don't see any reason for it not to be Shaman Lele. Do you ever want to keep Lele as an attacker? Probably not. And it's possible Jose can threaten kill on the Muck, which means then Sudowoodo can take back over the game. So now for Kid, he literally has to just deal with a way to kill this Golisopod. He has DCE, so he's all set for that. His hand's pretty big, but I don't see a Skyfield. And then once again, his hand would be bigger and have more stuff in it if he had just Colressed first and then traded. Instead, he traded, and then Colressed. Just want to point that out one more time. Trade. I'm not sure about getting rid of a basic Pokemon there. You still need to try and refill your bench somehow. See, I don't know about getting rid of Lele there, because you still want to be able to represent a one shot with your Zoroarks. Looks like he has Getsis and N. I don't see any Chorus in hand or Via Seeker. Obviously, he just got Getsis, so Via Seeker is unlikely. So yeah, he's gonna go with the Getsis. Oh, Getsis. So Jose could have made himself Getsis proof there, and he probably should have. He probably should have attached the Choice Band to his active Golisopod, played the Via Seeker for a Sycamore or an N, and then I think the other card was Ultra Ball Puzzle. So yeah, he could have and probably should have made himself Getsis proof there. He wasn't like overextending resources to the point where if he doesn't have them later, he'll lose. So whenever you have that situation where you have, you don't need your last Via Seeker or that last Choice Band to close out the game later, you should always make yourself as Getsis proof as possible. It looks like Kid might have a knockout here. Computer search, I assume he's going to go find Skyfield. He still needs to find Choice Band. Maybe he's just killing this Lele, actually, with the Lycanroc. That's also a possibility. We'll see what he ends up going with. We know he got Skyfield, and now he's just counting out how many Pokemon he can get. So before he does anything, I want to see him. Obviously, I want to see him kill Golisopod. But actually, if he can just kill the Lele, I'm fine with that as well. Because the chance of Jose getting a return one-shot on this is so low you just don't care, I don't think. He looks like he has the Choice Band in hand, though. So I assume he's going to be killing the Golisopod. If not, though, I am fine with him just actually killing the Lele for the turn. And then just, like, representing game next turn. On, like, another Lycanroc on this. I mean, we want to see... Jose now really wants to armor press. Jose needs to armor press because it means that Kid has to chase around Jose's active. So Jose ideally wants to play N and armor press. Puzzle top deck, not great. He has Stretch or something. I can't tell what the other card is. 2 trades. It's not good that he's taking so long to think about it. We'll see. Oh, another Zoroark, another trade. Looks like Puzzle Ultra Ball something. So that's not going to get it done. Well, Ultra Ball could. First impression for 120. So we just need to see some bench Pokemon out of Kid and the game is over. Another Zoroark. Thinking about what to trade. I can't fully see what's in his hand. Gets rid of the Guzma. Yeah, Guzma's definitely right there to get rid of. I think the other cards were Lycanroc, Skyfield, so there's no reason I think you want to hold on to those for sure. If he has Colress there, I just want to see a Via Seeker for Colress. Once again, this is another situation of you should not trade before you, like, all you need is bench Pokemon. So you just need to draw cards. Oh, he has Bridget even, so yeah, we'll see Via Seeker for Bridget. I think he's maybe not sure what he has prized or how many Pokemon he has left, so he's going for Colress. He's even played on the Lycanroc, takes 1 card out of his deck. 1 more card out of his deck now that he can't draw off Colress, so it's a higher chance he gets Pokemon. Probably drawing close to his whole deck. And I think I just saw a Stretcher, so that should be game. 3, 6, Egg, 7. That's a knockout. All right, so yeah, 2-0 from Kid. Yeah, I think the only thing... Game 1 from Kid, I definitely want to see 3rd Zorua. Jose should have made himself hexproof there. And then that one play that Kid made where he chose to kill the Zoroark over killing the Wimpod. I think he definitely should have gone and killed the Wimpod that turn. With the stand-in Zoroark. It makes it super awkward for Jose. It puts Jose on odd prizes. He can't Acerola chain as easily between Golisopods. There's like so many things that happen when you kill that Wimpod. And it puts it in a situation where Kid can actually lose the game, where I feel like if he just kills that Wimpod, Kid can't lose the game. Instead, Kid went, he kills the Zoroark. This was back in game 1. We're in game 2. If he kills the Wimpod there, I don't think Jose can win the game. But by Kid killing the Zoroark over the Wimpod, it gives Jose a chance to be able to win the game, which did happen. Also, the other play after that, where he Lycanrocks up the other Golisopod, instead of just Colressing first, you're drawing a ton of cards, Colress first. If you get the other pieces, you're probably also going to find a way to get the Lycanroc. Then you go with the big play of, kill the Golisopod on the bench. But by bringing it up, he puts himself in a situation where, once again, it's way easier for Jose to have the out to win the game. So yeah, I guess those are a couple things from on Kid's side, and then I guess the only thing I really saw from Jose's side was he should have probably made himself gets his proof on that turn. There's times where you can't, because you need like the option of, you need VS Seeker to be an option for your next turn. But times where like VS Seeker doesn't need to be an option, it can just be a certain supporter. Just play it down, make yourself gets his proof. That way you don't lose to the gets of shenanigans that can happen. All right, that was top 8. Moving on to top 4 soon.